Welcome to Outside the Box. I'm your host, Margot, and this is a continuation of episode 9, my personal encounters with the supernatural or unknown, extraterrestrial, whatever you want to call it. So where we left off in the last video, my ex drove off in tears. Like I said, I didn't know why. There was no arguing, no fussing, no cussing, none of the sort. So I continued with my life there. And it's like, okay, obviously there's something here. It's like a weight here. And then, like I said, it was like the entity, the movie, like feeling sexual things. And then it was like a murder, just like blood and stuff, and just weird. And drums beating, and you know about the drums. It's like, is it bringing me down to some sort of awareness or consciousness? It was like I was in a different realm, to be honest. So I began covering up the TVs, like in the daytime. Like if I'm not watching TV, like I'm covering it. So I began covering up the TVs. That was one thing. And then I think my ex came to visit again, and I'm like laying down and I'm relaxing, but it's like two different dimensions or something. I was like in a fog. It was really weird for me. I can only describe it as weird and different. So I think, like I said, I was by myself during Christmas. Here's another weird thing. So I think he bought him something, or bought our son something for Christmas. He showed me it, he took it to him, but then he ended up bringing it back. I don't know if that was to like kind of throw me off, but that whole situation was just weird. So, and then on top of that, when I'm watching TV or relaxing, it's like there's two different, it's like outer body experiences constantly. It's like I'm trying to catch myself. Like it's like if I'm walking or doing whatever, it's like, okay, it's two of you. You need to catch you. So, I mean, if you understand that, that's like the best description that I can give at this point. But yeah, so I ended up staying there for a little while longer, but I don't think it was really healthy for me to be there by myself. But I think I handled it very well. Like I'll always keep a clean place, or I'm writing, or I'm walking, or doing something to keep my mind off of just where I won't get completely closed in or consumed by whatever is going on. So I ended up going to stay with my grandmother. My grandmother's sick, so I didn't know she was that sick. So like I said, I was like, well, they obviously needed my help there. So I helped my aunt out. She had a provider. My grandmother had a provider and everything, but I stayed there with her. And so here, I'm laying on the couch taking a nap. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a nap and I'm going to relax a bit. I fall asleep and it's like I'm getting electrocuted. And I'm like, why do I feel like, am I having some sort of, what's going on? Like, is there somebody that's going to die soon? Or what am I feeling? Because I've been carrying around all these feelings and feeling all these different things. So I'm like, is somebody going to die in the electric chair? What was that? So that's the second thing there. And all along that I'm there, I'm like, please don't touch me. Don't touch me. Like, I'm not saying this verbally, but it's like, I feel like, please don't touch me. So I felt like, kind of closed off as far as that goes. I'm like, just don't touch me at all. So I end up working for my grandmother. I took over the lady's job. So I was like, okay, so there's some kind of door opening. But before this, again, I'm walking everywhere. I was like walking to try to find a job, catching the bus. It was like this whole thing. It was like my life was like torn apart within like minutes. So I end up working for my grandmother. We have our good relationship. We're bonding. We're talking. I'm spending a whole bunch of time with her. So everything's going good. Like then I finally get a car. So everything's looking up. I got a Volkswagen CC, like a silver one. So it's like, yay. It was so cute. But I'm like, yay, finally some sort of door is opening for me. My son was coming over. I think he was like sick one day from school or something, and he was there. It was just that whole thing with the kid thing that never happened. It was like literally my life was torn apart to be rebuilt or something. So this is what I'm thinking. So he starts to come and he goes back to his grandpa's house and stuff like that. Then I have these other feelings of like I'm gonna call. I literally got on the phone and I'm like, I'm gonna call because I need to go to like some kind of place where I can like cleanse or like therapy or something. Like I said, are these other people's feelings or what's going on? That's what was weird to me. I like literally got on the phone and I'm like, okay, or looking through the phone book, I know we don't use phone books anymore, but when you're at your grandma's house, you have the yellow pages and the white pages. But anywho, so I'm looking through the phone book and I'm like, I gotta find some sort of like treatment place, not for like drugs, but for like whatever's going on here. Like I need a cleanse or electroshock therapy. I don't know what I needed, but I needed something. So that was another like feeling that I had. I'm like, okay, so it's electricity and whoever died in the electric chair or whoever's going to come up to die in the electric chair. Then it's someone else's feelings like, okay, I'm sick. I need to go to some kind of treatment center. I don't feel well or whatever. I need to get well. So that's two different feelings. So I'm like, okay, so I still go on with my normal life. Me and my grandmother were driving to different places. Like I'm pulling my life together, getting tickets paid off and this and that. We rode to the mall. I needed some shoes and I was going to get my nursing degree. I took her with me to the school. It was just like things. So it was like, okay, this light, the darkness, it's a little bit of light coming through there. So I'm like, okay, so we go ahead and do this and we, whatever. So I pick up another client and I see that my aunt is getting a little flustered. It's like, okay, so I know you've been going through this and having a 9 to 5 and then you have to come home and take care of like the elderly. And then the elderly, they're already set in their ways and it's like, you don't know what you're going to get. You're like, yeah, hey. And it's like, no, I don't want to be bothered with you today. I'm old and whatever. So I can understand that part. So it's like, okay, well, maybe she should go stay with my dad. So being the person that I am, I began working for her in the morning. In the evening, in the afternoon, I would pack her up, drop her off at my dad's, and then go to my next client. Everything was okay there. I don't think I really felt any type of way at that client's house. It was kind of like the weight was kind of uplifting. So I did that, and then I had my grandmother move to my dad's house. So I moved to my dad's house as well. But during this time is a whole nother issue and a whole nother episode for me to go to tell you about because it's more physical attacks, more mental attacks. It gets really, really severe and almost intolerable, but my strength and my 2 boys kept me strong. So I'll let you guys know on the continuation of episode 9. And that's going to be probably the ending. It might be one more episode after that. But I'd like to thank you for listening. Everything that I'm saying is true and honest. I want you guys to like and subscribe. Stay safe and stay informed.